Robert Downey Jr. crashes Disney Experiences panel with Avengers Campus. Crash should be in quotes, Disney Parks blog, because you can't really crash an event that you have entire teleprompters already set up for. Make way because a genius billionaire philanthropist is setting up shop at Avengers Campus at Disney California Adventure Park. Announced last year, D23. We've gone over. I think we went over this.
In some capacity, yeah.
But as we've gone over before, Avengers Campus is expanding. It's adding 2 new attractions. The Avengers Infinity Defense, which we now, this last year got the name of. We've talked about for a couple of years. It was supposed to come. It was actually, wasn't it supposed to open in like 2023 originally?
Something like that. Yeah, probably.
And that's finally getting ground broken on now. And the what even is the other name? Stark Flight Lab.
Yeah.
I'm already putting this out there. Stark Flight Lab to me is like the laziest attraction Disney Imagineering has ever done.
It's more than what I initially thought it was going to be. Not much more, but more.
Do you remember, because you would have been at the parks at the time, a couple years ago, back at Epcot, you had the attraction Inside Interventions where you could design your coaster and you would get in a pod and lift you up and ride you through your coaster?
Yeah.
This is legitimately that, except for you don't get to design your attraction.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, since it's just that, they wouldn't spend a lot of time, discussing it and making, like, full articles about, but apparently they did. Because it's that. So, before we get into the article going into Flight Lab, there's a very cringy section from the new We Call It Imagineering. This just went live yesterday as of the day of filming. And I needed to change how I brought this up, don't I? I want to show their interview about it. Because Justin got to see a little preview of it. And even he agrees it's pretty cringe.
Working together, they're going to be this big ensemble. As we started drawing this out, they really looked like a kick line of dancers. And we said, maybe we really treat these as a kick line of dancers. We can bring some of that personality in the same way that we think about bringing choreographers in and working with them on making these look fun to watch as well.
These are robots that have personalities in each individual.
Justin, isn't that what you want to do for your day? To dance around with what looks like a mop. It's not, obviously. It's a sensor. To be a interactive arm.
You know what, George? They get paid triple what we do.
Oh, they absolutely do. Which is... I'm not sure if it's better or worse in that case. But yes... This is how apparently we are going about programming this time around for this attraction. My question is, they spent the time to, to program it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Their choreography dancers obviously aren't taking into consideration G-forces. So how much of this programming are they actually able to save?
It's probably just for mock, George.
It probably is, which is even funnier that they spent an entire section of this video to discuss these dancers coming in here to mock up what by else already looked like they already had lined up. Since as she put it, they already felt like the sequence of them were working as a kick line. Which means they already saw what they were going to do. They had the performers come in to come do what they were going to be doing. So, like,
Yeah,
this entire section of the video, like, there's no need for it.
I don't know what to tell you, George.
I mean, there's not really much more to add to it. It's going to be a conveyor belt, but continuing right through all these. We also got our first look at the multiverse jumping scene in Avengers Infinity Defense.
Wow.
Magically, they're in a projection room. And it's the ride vehicle from Spider-Man.
We all knew this was happening, though.
We all knew this was happening, that based on the way the vehicle looked. This just confirms that we're just reusing. I mean, they talk about how it's the same ride system as Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure.
Yeah.
But again,
that's the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's a 20-year-old piece of technology. But you know what? If it works, it works.
If it works. Because I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see.
Why would it?
Because for Spider-Man, the way it works is because everything is so well timed and programmed together that yes, it's a screen-based attraction, but the ride vehicles and such still feel like they're being reactive to the show scene. And there's few times that Disney's tried that with Rise of the Resistance and Mickey and Minnie's, it doesn't always work, or it causes more issues for downtime. Because think of it this way, Rise of the Resistance just recently started using their cannons again back in the back on the cannon firing room, and that ride's been open since 2019.
Yeah.
Let's see. Although these locations were identical, we do know the ride will visit Asgard, Wakanda, and New York City. That looks like Loki.
It's really hard to tell. Yeah?
Another clip shows a statue of Loki seemingly about to be crushed by a falling star. So
I guess that's what that is, yeah.
So this would be Asgard.
Yeah.
And hey, those flight glasses almost look like the same ones from Web Slingers. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, actually.
So cool. Oh, there's another one of the attractions of a screen-based ride, Web Slingers.
Yep.
Oh, that goes back to a conversation we didn't even have on camera. So the more you know. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on all the latest content. And if you just can't get enough of theme parks, video games, TVs, and movies, we've got plenty more where that came from. So go ahead and check out another video. We know you'll love it. Also, don't forget to join us live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here for the Pop Culture Jungle, where we break down all the latest in entertainment and pop culture. Until then, take care, stay awesome, and we'll see you later.